Star Citizen's Cloud Imperium Games and FireSprite have unveiled a development partnership for Theatres of War, the multiplayer battlefield objective-based game mode at a large-scale combined arms warfare thing, lots of other buzzwords, blockchain, synergy. This is a mixture of drama, but also potentially good news for Theatres of War and even Star Citizen as a whole. Or is it? FireSprite are a UK-based game development studio, and on the 18th of March, they announced that they've been working with Cloud Imperium Games on Theatres of War, the combined arms multiplayer module for the game. Let's read the rest of the press release, actually. This announcement comes as the groundbreaking multiplayer combined arms mode approaches its latest closed test within Star Citizen's hand-picked EVOCATI community. Star Citizen's Theatres of War mode is a PvP multiplayer experience first unveiled at CitizenCon 2019. Gameplay features intense, large-scale, team-based skirmishes between attackers and defenders across multiple phases of combat on planetary surfaces in upper atmosphere, and a final assault on a space station. At least that's the first map that we've seen, Crossroads of Crime. FireSprite's collaboration with CIG on Theatres of War began in the early 2019s, when CIG outlined the vision for a multiplayer combined arms experience taking place within the Star Citizen universe. Since then, FireSprite and Cloud Imperium have collaborated to design and build this experience, utilising Star Citizen's proprietary technology tools and game assets. The combined learnings and advancements made for combined arms game mode has benefited and continues to benefit the core gameplay of both Star Citizen and Squadron 42. Thanks to the talented team at FireSprite, we've managed to work closely together to bring significant improvements to Star Citizen's Theatres of War mode, and as a result, benefit key aspects of Star Citizen Squadron 42, said Sean Tracy, Technical Director of Content at Cloud Imperium Games. I can't wait for players to see the progress we've made together during future playtests. We're so excited to be able to convey what a privilege and a pleasure it's been to work so closely with Cloud Imperium and develop Theatres of War from the kernel of an idea into a fully fledged experience, said the Managing Director at FireSprite. I want to pay tribute to our strike team here at FireSprite, who have worked really hard behind the scenes in close collaboration with the talented creators at Cloud Imperium Games. Theatres of War was unveiled firstly at CitizenCon 2019 in Manchester, UK, with positively received test sessions for event attendees. That's actually true. I was there. It was very good. It was a very good experience. It was obviously working on LAN rather than on a WAN or over the internet. So from that event onwards, player feedback from Theatres of War closed tests for select Star Citizen community groups has been vital for improving the combined arms mode's quality. Further online closed tests for the community are scheduled to begin this coming weekend, with more playtests to come throughout the mode's development. The combined arms mode will continue to see iteration and development to help progress Star Citizen's and Squadron 42's combat, and future tests will expand beyond closed EVOCATI groups to eventually include players in the PTU, Public Test Universe. So, we've actually talked about FireSprite a while ago, a year or two ago. We started to see indications that they were working with Cloud Imperium and some bits, and in fact, one of the founders of FireSprite is also called Chris Roberts, but it is a different run than Cloud Imperium's Chris Roberts. It's an interesting one though. It means that Theatres of War is going to get constant focused attention as a game mode, and has actually been receiving that since 2019. It'll be interesting to see if it evolves into its own ecosystem. They sort of say that it's going to be used to help develop Squadron 42 and Star Citizen and the first-person shooter stuff and vehicle balance and all that sort of jazz that they've said in the past. But is there a possibility that it could branch off a little bit more and do a little bit more of its own thing in the future? Well, we'll have to wait and see. They've sort of implied that it won't, but it might. And it's possible that Cloud Imperium might want to buy FireSprite in the future, or invest heavily in them, like we saw with Turbulent recently. FireSprite were involved with the Good Doctor and Echo 11 revamped maps for Star Marine as well, so it's not just Theatres of War they're working on Star Marine, and they are sort of a part of the Arena Commander team because of that as well. Some people will be excited for a studio with some games under its belt being involved with Star Citizen and with this module. Also, that studio does have experience with VR, which obviously a lot of people want Squadron 42 to have VR, Star Citizen to eventually have VR, but others will see this as maybe them going out of house. Star Citizen was trying to move everything in-house. Maybe going out of house for some of this stuff is the wrong choice. It was certainly a bad partnership with IllFonic in the past, in my opinion. For those of you that don't know what happened, IllFonic were building out the FPS module of Star Citizen in the early days, many years ago, and the Ender's Game style Satterball. But there was some confusion, and as I understand it, that was actually built to the wrong specs, and everything was the wrong size and not appropriate for any of Star Citizen's needs, and there were some communication problems, basically. And, well, the studios parted ways, adding to delays and unfulfilled gamer modes. Maybe one day in the future we'll see Satterball, but another potential as well with FireSprite is that they might be a studio to help port Squadron 42 or Theatres of War over to console. That is something that is in the realms of possibilities and maybes at this stage, but obviously not confirmed. We are having more Theatres of War EVOCATI closed playtests very soon. EVOCATI are around 1,800 to 2,000 players that are chosen by Cloud Imperium that are under NDA, so they can't talk about their experiences really with that. According to this article, those playtests could start as early as this weekend, but we'll have to wait and see, I suppose. Duncan CIG on the Reddits appears to actually be a FireSprite employee, and he added to this, not all FireSprite employees are working on Star Citizen. We are a multi-project studio, and I believe they have around 120 to 130 employees, potentially. FireSprite make up the Arena Commander Star Marine and Theatres of War team mentioned a couple of years ago, and when they've been talking about Theatres of War, that's some of the team they've referenced. He went on to say that he was very honoured to be working with all the wonderful people at CIG these past few years. They are incredibly talented folks. So there you have it. Cloud Imperium are working with another studio on Theatres of War and Star Marine. However, Theatres of War needs to deal with its janky networking, performance issues, and animations, really, before I'm going to find it fun. That's the sort of experience that I had at CitizenCon 2019, although the raw gameplay and the idea of it is fantastic. Certainly, as long as it's done right and as long as it's a little bit polished, it's going to be fantastic to play. And obviously they need more than one map. We've only seen at the moment Crossroads of Crime. It's going to suffer from the same problems that largely Star Citizen does, although you could argue they can probably, as it's scaled down so much in like a single object container, maybe they can get away with doing stuff in slightly different ways, networking wise. Maybe there's going to be a lot more optimizations they can do for Theatres of War. So let's hope. What do you think about Cloud Imperium and FireSprite working together? Good? Bad? Irrelevant? It's just more devs that are working on the game? Awesome? Do you think this is going to end up in sort of failure for Theatres of War and it will be left by the wayside again? Do you think Theatres of War is an awesome idea or a terrible one? Do you think that all the stuff that goes into Theatres of War will help Star Citizen as a whole? Whatever your thoughts, I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. I'm a massive NordVPN shill. Zin, somehow represent shilling on the screen. In the current climate and modern digital age, you want your spaceships and internet browsing histories to remain yours and yours alone. I don't want some guy, let's call him Big Jake. I don't want Big Jake to see what I've been looking at. I don't want to even keep a record of what I've been looking at. No stealing my credit card infos. No. NordVPN provides protection and anonymity, it makes you anonymous, and accessibility to the internet. And if you are looking for a VPN, consider it, because it's also cheap. Or use the links below for discounts and deals. Every month we have a ship giveaway, and March is no different. We're giving away a trio of ships, one each to 3 lucky winners. This month with a Origin 100i, 125a, and 135c, all with game packages. Zin, have them flying around screen. All you need to do to be in for a chance to win one of those is comment on any of my videos made throughout the month. More details down below in the description. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share the video, tickle the bell, whatever that means. It helps grow the channel and helps us make content more regularly. If you would like to further support the channel, please consider becoming a YouTube member with the join button below the video. You'll get some exclusive content each month, as well as a badge and emotes to use in your comments. There's also Patreon and direct donation links too. It's all down in the description below. Click it, all of it. All of it. Thanks for watching. I hope you have a great March and roll on Alpha 3.13. Say thanks for watching, Zin.
Thanks for watching, Zin.